Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Karlton Says Live. I'm Karlton.
I'm Tamika.
And I'm DJ I Am is in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for tuning in on another beautiful Friday. It's a beautiful day. Y'all see I'm sporting my Ninja Turtle shirt. It was a Christmas gift from my best friend, DJ Jackson. Shout out to you, sir. Thank you so much for that. He knows how much I love the Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers.
I was about to say, and the Power Rangers.
Yep, that's it. I'm here for that all day. You tried it with the
I
eyes.
did. I know how much you love it too. I'm just saying. Yay.
I'm not front on her real quick. I'm not going to embarrass her on
He's
this
been
show.
throwing shade at me all week, guys, and my new saying is no more shade, shine light. We need for Karlton to shine more light and start throwing less shade.
When you came up with this 5 minutes ago?
I said it yesterday at work, actually, and I said less shade, more lights. Don't throw shade, shine light. Thanks.
Oh man, I love you, Tamika. It's a beautiful thing. Let's just go ahead and jump into these topics right now. The first topic, I'm sure you guys have heard about it. It's the 40-year-old woman who decided she did not want to wait for God to send her a man. She says, you know what? I'm turning 40 and I am ready to get married. Here's the kicker, to myself. So she decided to throw herself a big old wedding, and she invited all her friends, her family. She had like 12, 13 bridesmaids. They came to the wedding. They had a big old reception. The preacher was there. They had an African American cultural center. And this is in Houston, Texas, baby. And she decided to marry herself. She said, I do to herself. I don't know how she kissed herself. I don't know if she consummated the marriage to herself. I don't know if that happened. But she decided to, take that plunge to herself. So now she is Mrs. What's her name? Let's see. I'm looking it up now. Yasmin Ellaby. So now she went from Miss Yasmin Ellaby to Mrs. Yasmin Ellaby. That's what she is. Yep. She put it on there, and all her friends came out. They tweeted it. They said, congratulations. She married herself in a beautiful wedding. Then she took photos. She cut the cake with herself. Her mama walked down the aisle. She got the flowers to herself. She's standing in a golf cart to a man, like a fake man, looking like a little cutout. It's so beautiful.
But how do you have to figure why she's by herself? I'm just saying. Something wrong with it.
It's something wrong because I just feel like why? Like I don't get it. And to me, maybe you can shine a light because you're a woman, but I don't understand why. I don't know.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know. It's like because she said she did not want to wait. She's like, you know what? I'm approaching 40.
You said I ain't waiting on God.
She did wait on God.
What if she didn't say that though?
I don't know. I'm just assuming. Let's look at the facts. Clearly, she didn't wait on God because she married herself. God ain't in that. And you can agree to disagree with me if you want to. I'm on Facebook, Karlton T. Clay. Find me and comment because I'm just seriously. Come on.
I'm trying to be so
Real life.
serious,
Real life.
but you kept on saying to herself behind everything.
Because I want people to understand she married herself.
This is how I feel about the situation.
Okay.
I feel like, number one, it's making a mockery out of the institution of marriage. And aside from her just wanting, I feel like she wanted a day, she wanted a wedding. Everyone dreams of having a wedding and being the center of attention. I feel like you could have done it in a different way. You could have had a, hey, I'm still single and I'm happy and I'm blessed party and invited your friends. I feel like that is a mockery of marriage, and I feel like that's something that we should take seriously, especially in this day and age. That institution should be taken seriously. And with you marrying yourself, it's like, what's the point? You're trying to tell the world you love yourself, so you didn't love yourself enough before you spent $120,000 to marry yourself. That's number one. Number two, like you were saying, where were her friends? And why did they buy dresses to be in this mockery? I'm not about to go to David's Bridal and spend $100 to $200 on a dress for you to marry yourself.
It's expensive.
When you get married for real, you better use that same dress, and I better be able to fit it. Go ahead.
If she gets, she finds a man that can.
She cheating on herself.
Does that mean she have to divorce herself?
No, she just gonna cheat on herself until she know it's right. Then she gonna divorce herself and marry the man.
Hey, I'm just saying.
This is crazy. This is all around crazy. I'm all about loving yourself and getting to know yourself and really appreciating who you are, how God created you. I'm with it.
Right.
But the whole this whole having a marriage ceremony and just marriage, like, this is crazy.
It's way too much.
It's a lot.
And then, okay, I said this yesterday, and I don't care. I'm gonna say it on air. Do not do this to my people in an African American cultural center, and you're making a mockery of yourself. Do not do that. You could have had it on the Riverwalk. You could have had it at the park. You could have had it anywhere else. Really, you're just gonna really do it at the African American cultural center where we jump the broom and we really take marriage seriously. Come with this mess. It was times when we couldn't get married.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And literally, they didn't think of us as people. We were not human beings. So they said that the institution of marriage did not count for us. And you're having a marriage to yourself at an African American cultural center. Aside from all the laughs and jokes and the fun and giggles, at the end of the day, I just feel like it's a big mockery. And I feel like, A, maybe she needs some help. Or 2, she needs some attention. She really does need attention. There's other ways, like I said, she could have went about that. She could have had a party. She could have had a tea. She could have had anything with her friends and said, hey, you guys, I'm turning 40. I'm not where I want to be, relationship-wise, but I am still happy with myself, and I just want y'all to come celebrate life with me.
Yeah.
Give them your flowers while they're alive.
I agree with that. I agree. The celebration of life would have been a better idea, would have been a better choice. I feel like, it would have been... You can still dress up. Now, I ain't talking about a bridal dress, but you can still dress up.
Bridal dress. She had on a purple dress. I hope she didn't think she was going to walk down the aisle with that dress for real. In real life.
I'm just saying.
Claire's tiara in her head. Yeah, shade.
I'm just saying that if they decide, if people want to come out and dress and be grown and sexy, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I think that's cool. I think definitely she should have rethought that idea. And also, I want to say, where's your friends? Because I feel like your friends are not your friends at that moment. They should have told you the real and be like, girl, get your life.
And not just that, but how do you convince a minister to marry you? That's not only did she have one minister, but she had 3 ministers there. Then she had poems written about herself. She had a spiritual dance performed for herself to music that was written by someone about her. I just really feel like this was a me party. And she turned into a wedding.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not okay with it. I feel the ways. I'm sure the food was fantastic though. I told Tamika that if she were to have gone to this wedding, just bring me some food back. Because I want to win.
We would have went, took pictures, put it on Instagram and said she really did this, y'all, while we ate food.
She'll be trying to drag me in with her stuff.
Carlton is gonna be my +1 for everything that's mockerish. So go ahead and invite me if you want to.
I can't.
It's real.
Yeah, it is real. Let's move on to another subject because this is like really making my head hurt.
Really?
Nobody can understand it. I'm good. So speaking of the black community.
Yes, something positive. Yes. We'll always talk about, these rappers, how sometimes they do outlandish things and crazy things, but of course there's a rapper who is stepping outside the box, actually doing something really positive. I think this is admirable. I'm admired by him for doing this. We're talking about rapper J. Cole here. And he's doing such a beautiful thing, and I really want to hear this story. So Tamika, you break it down for us as far as what exactly J. Cole is doing.
Not only is he a music inspiration, but he's a philanthropist, and now he's giving back to his community. J. Cole, he renovated the home that he lived in North Carolina when he was growing up, and he grew up, in a single-parent home. He didn't have a lot. His parents didn't have a lot. It was more people in that home than just him. And what he's doing is that he's allowing a single mother to live in the home for 2 years, rent-free. He's paying the utilities. He's paying all the bills. He's even putting food in the fridge for the mother and her children. The reason why 2 years is because it gives you time to go back to school. It gives you time to just get your life together. If some women are dependent on a man and stuff, this makes you less dependent. If you feel like you're depending on him to get by, it helps your children to understand what a real household is and how to grow up in a nice home. And I just really feel like it's empowering because, a lot of they say, because I read something when they was like, well, isn't public assistance enough? It's not the same. Mm-hmm. When you grow up in an apartment in the ghetto and it's bullets flying through your window and stuff, and then you have a home that's given to you to your mother, she don't have to work 5 jobs. She can go to school and get an education in those 2 years and do something and empower you to do something. It's different. A lot of people say you are your surroundings and you are where you grow up. If you can take a child out of a bad situation and put them in a good situation and let them know their worth, I feel like that's a great move.
I definitely agree. What I love about this is, again, we're always we're always seeing these artists and these musicians and rappers in the limelight, and they're just doing all this crazy ratchet stuff. They always talking about how much money I got. You know, they always talking about bands to make her dance, all these booty. You know, they always going to strip clubs and all this stuff. But it's so refreshing to see a young African American man saying, you know what, I'm gonna step up to the plate and do what I gotta do to better my community. Right. And I think this is such a beautiful thing. And I love it. I love that he's, you know, like I said, his music is real and raw anyway, which I appreciate, because he talks about what he knows, and he talks about what he's been through, and you know, things like that. So I respect him for that. But to take it to a whole nother level and really truly be about what you're rapping about, and really trying to give back and really being that light in the community. You know what I'm saying? So and that's coming to show you that not everybody in the music industry is bad. You know what I'm saying? Even like for people who try to downplay rap and hip hop, everybody that's in that world they're not bad people. You know what I'm saying? They just talk about what they know. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't, they grew up with. Exactly. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't know God or they have a relationship with Christ. It has nothing to do with that situation. You know what I'm saying? They're just rapping about what they know. Right. And for instance with J. Cole, I just love how he's definitely just stepping up as a man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's awesome.
Just like giving back to a high school or giving back to, it's way more than that. You know what I'm saying? It's a home. And people take homes for granted every day, and the fact that, you know, he's really, and this is something that I really like. Before J. Cole even made it big, when he came out with his first like mixtape, he already had this in the works. This was something that he had to get passed through laws and different things, you know, letting mothers stay in these homes and stuff like that. So I just love the fact that he has an album called Forest Hill Drive, and now he has a home on Forest Hill Drive that he's given to the women in the community. And he said this is not the end of it, it's only the beginning. And speaking of people that like to just give back and wear all this stuff, even though it's off topic a little bit, did you hear about Migos when they went back to their high school and gave $1,000?
I saw the picture. Yeah, I saw that.
They're dripped in gold. They have on Gucci and Versace and Fendi and all this different stuff, and they have grills in their mouth, and they have diamonds and all this stuff, and they gave back $1,000 to their high school. Now, anything that you give back is great. If we gave back $1,000, that would be big for us, right? But if you're going to the school dripping in gold and you give back $1,000, and it's 5 of y'all in the group.
Yeah, I mean, it's
$200 a person.
It's a bad representation. It's like you definitely could have did a little bit more than that.
Right.
You know you could.
Right. You know better than that. Even if you're a one-hit wonder, you know better than that. You've made more than $200 a person in 2 hours.
I think that, like I said, again, you're looking at people like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar, and you look at people like Migos and Rush Murder, however you say his name or whatever. All these other people, their priorities are mixed up. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think about the now and they think about what can I do for me? Like I'm gonna have all these cars, and I can only drive one car at a time. I'm gonna get this big old 20-room house, even though it's only one of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of it's a mindset, and unfortunately sometimes. And this is a lot in the African American community. Sometimes when we are giving money, a lot of times we don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why a lot of people go bankrupt. Because they don't know how to deal with the money and the pressures of having a lot of money. So if I give you $10 million and you never had it before, and I never taught you how to really maintain it, it's gonna be gone. You think I'm about to buy all these rings, these watches, all this gold. I'm gonna be all these designer shoes and clothes and blah 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 blah. Not saying nothing's wrong with it. If you can get it, cool. But also at the same time, it's like you have to remind yourself of where you came from. There are people who are struggling that can use your help and need that money.
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
And also the publicity stunt of it all.
Yeah.
Like you just going and saying you giving back so that you can get publicity for your next tour. Whereas J. Cole is really giving back. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar really gives back. Even Nelly really gives back. He has a college. He has all this stuff in St. Louis. Yes, he grew up in Ferguson. Now he's building a playground and all this stuff that I heard about down in Ferguson where, you know, Michael Brown got shot, where the children can go after school and do these things. It's a rec center with boxing and stuff like that. It's people that have publicity stunts, and it's people that's really doing it from their heart. And you can just tell when people are doing it from their heart. And I felt like if you look at the picture with Migos, you can see how the principal and stuff are looking at them like, really, you really came here, bought all this camera and stuff, and you only had $1,000.
And then also you can look on their face, they're like they really want to be there. I didn't really read the article, I just looked at the picture, saw it, and I just kind of scrolled through it.
I'm like, you could have wrote that check and just sent it in, mailed it in or something. You didn't even have to show up for all that publicity for $1,000. It's kind of like if I do something for you, I don't have to tell everybody I did it for you.
That's true.
Well, speaking of giving back, I want to give a big shout out to my man Karlton, because Giving back, he has really helped our local artists in our own community.
Sure.
As far as giving back, he's helped everybody. You know, it's across the board. Local artists, local singers, actors. You know, he don't do it for the recognition. He does it because everybody, and you've heard him say this 1,000 times, we all got to work together.
Yeah.
And as his success moves forward, he brings everybody together.
Oh.
So, big shout out to you.
I hate you, Terry.
No, it's true. It's really true.
I hate you. I'm about to try not to tear
Oh,
up.
don't tear up. It's really true though, because when you work with someone that has a pure heart, you want more for them. Just like you want more for J. Cole, you want to hear more, you want to see them success and prosper. You want the same for Karlton because he gives back and he gives everybody an opportunity to eat. It's not like he wants to be at that table by himself or just with his family or his siblings or the people that was day one. He literally, if he feels like you have a drive, he has a drive for you. So Karlton, yes, from us, we really do appreciate you. We know what you're doing behind the scenes. All you guys see, you know, are the plays and the great TV shows and us on here, but he really does do a lot behind the scenes to encourage people. So yes.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Big shout
out. On that note, we're gonna go to the music video because I need to get my life. And oh, look at that! But yes, we're gonna go to a music video. Of course, my Brody, Shawty P, another big. He's not just a local artist to me. He's like he's a pure great lyricist, rapper. One of my favorites, and he's one of the best lyricists of all time to me. And you know, we got a little throwback here. Good Girl, y'all seen it before. We're gonna show you guys again, and we'll be right back after the video.
I did the Karlton here.
What, ma'am?
Danica. Here. Shawty P. Shawty P. Shawty P. Shawty P.
Get her what she wanna be, what all them girls wanna be. Get her what she wanna be, what all them girls wanna be. Get her what she wanna be, what all them girls wanna be. Get her what she wanna be, what all them girls wanna be.
You ain't never gotta worry about anything because I got you. I will always hold it down for you. Cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. I would never keep your love on the low. No, I label you my good girl. Anytime that you come to me, have it best.
Okay, lil' mama got a swag like me. In his word all the time is where she's at like me. Man, this type of girl is hard to find. Tell me, have you seen her? A Holy Ghost girl, heart is pure like Aquafina. Plus she's spirit filled too. Her love for God, she doesn't hide it. Her thoughts and undivided attention, shawty provides it. Proverbs 31, see baby girl fits the description. She ain't into them tight clothes, makeup or hair extension. She's so fine. I'ma break it down, giving you a definition of a G-double-O-G girl. The way you carry yourself, I ain't gon' lie, saying shivers up and down me, girl. You want some real love, then Shawty P gon' bring it to you. See, I can't blow, so I'ma let the spirit sing it to
You
you.
never gotta worry about anything because I got you. I will always hold it down for you. Cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. I would never keep your love on the low. No, I label you my good girl. Anytime that you come me, I got that. Cause you're my good girl.
And when you're sick, just like there with flu, she'll take care of you. And fellas, when you actin' stupid, shawty still be there for you. If you want a good girl, let me hear you holler. If you need a good girl, holler. Gotta have a good girl, holler. That's what I thought. Okay, the apple of my eye, that's why I call her ride or die, but she just ride. She won't die cause she got everlasting life. Hold up, one day she sat me down and said that she had cheated. I laughed out loud when she told me it was with
You
Jesus.
ain't never gotta worry about anything because I got you. I will always hold it down for you. Cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. I would never keep your love on the low. No, I label you my good girl. Anytime that you come me, I
love you, girl.
Cause you're my good girl.
She squeezed the living daylights out me when she hugs me. She loves Jesus Christ more than she'll ever love man. She go out of her way for me, pray like every day for me. Straighten those who hate on me, she even caught the J for me. Work and stay in shape for me, dance, flirt and play with me. Grow in God's faith for me, forever she gon' stay with me. I never vision commitment to be a bad thing. Went from good girl to wifey, messed around and got my last
You ain't
name.
never gotta worry about anything because I got you. I will always hold it down for you. Cause all of the times you've been there for me, I call you more than my shawty. You keep it real and stay true. I label you my good girl. I would never keep your love on the low. No, I label you my good girl. Anytime that you come me, I'll be there. Cause you're my good girl.
I love you, girl.
All right, and that was my boy Shotty P with Good Girl. Shotty P, you know what we're requesting? You need to go ahead and do that video for Fresher Than You.
Yes, you do. And you need to get back to Team Brown Skin so that I can be a background dancer in it. Yes.
What she's referring to, audience, is if you see past episodes of Karlton Says Live, you know that our friend Shotty P had a crush on Kelly Rowland. Well, apparently she messed that up, and now he's on to Keisha Cole. And so Tamika's a little upset about that because he looks like he switched from brown skin to light skin.
Yeah, not saying, we're not doing the skin difference thing like I hate light skin people.
Right, but
It's just, I feel a certain kind of way.
Okay.
You could have chose anybody else that was brown.
Anyway, like I was saying, Sean P, go ahead and get on that Fresher Than You video, please, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank
We
you,
need that in our
appreciate
lives.
it.
That song's hot. If you guys want to listen to it, go to his SoundCloud. I think it's Shotty P, baby. I think that's his SoundCloud name. But just hit him up on Facebook. I'm sure he'd love to hear from
Or
him.
look at our page because we tagged it 100 times.
All the time.
All the time.
Yes. Speaking of artists that we love, we have someone else here, our special guest today. She is not only a singer, songwriter, she does poetry, she does spoken word, she just does everything, and she's also an actress. But she's also someone I call a really good friend, and I'm happy that she's here today. We have singer-songwriter, Passionate. Woo! Yes. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you for coming. You've been here before. See things a little different. We kind of upgraded. We came up a little bit.
Change is good.
Yes, change is amazing. Now we're here today. We're here to talk about the conference you have coming up. But let's start from the beginning. People who never probably don't know who you are. Tell us a little bit about yourselves. How did you get started with music?
Okay. Well, originally I started off with spoken word poetry, and it kind of like just evolved from that. I wanted to play the guitar, and a friend gave me a CD of a young lady that would do spoken word poetry and sing. So I was like, okay, let me try this style out. And then right about this time, Lauryn Hill came out with her Unplugged DVD. So I was like, let me play around with that kind of style. So I started mixing my poetry in with my music and my song, and it kind of it just took off from there. It wasn't anything I planned, it just took off from there, and it just evolved into something bigger than myself, and to where I could do tours and open up for big name artists and things like that.
So where did the name Passionate come from? I know you get that question a lot probably. So where did that derive from?
Oh, a lot of Christians told me to change my name.
Oh.
It's so sexual. But anyway, I really prayed on that. I had a lot of different names, and I don't know what Bible I was reading one day. I opened that Bible up and it landed on Passionate. I don't know what version it was, but it said Passionate, and I was like, you know what, that describes me. So I just grabbed that name and just ran with it.
I just want to say this. I know not detour or whatever, but I just think sometimes we have to learn when to listen to people and when not to listen to people. And I'm glad you did it because you're passionate about what you're doing.
Right.
Again, it goes back to mindset. Right. If you're thinking about sex and stuff, then that's what you're thinking about. But I mean, that has
passionate about your craft.
Right.
what you do.
Right. God wants us to be passionate about what we do. He gifted us.
Right.
So why wouldn't we be passionate about what we're doing?
Right. And the first time I saw you on the set when Karlton took me with you, I was like, her name describes her perfectly. Like just how you were running around getting everything together, and you know when you were setting up and you were going over the music and stuff. I was like, she's really passionate about what she does. So yes, back to Karlton, I learn who to listen to and who not to, and learn to go with your discerning spirit, because just like you said, if you're thinking bad, then it's gonna be bad. But if you're not, you're not.
Yeah, I just people just need to fall back.
They really do.
You know what I'm saying? Fall back. You know?
Right.
I mean, some people mean well, but sometimes
They meant well. And I think they did. It's just people just, I don't know, it's their mindset. You know, because the first time I said, oh, stripping A. No, it's not. You know, it's me. This is what I love doing. I love helping people. I love just singing to people for healing, and for spiritual reasons. It has nothing to do with anything sexual. But hey,
yeah.
We're all sexual beings. Hey,
Keep it real.
And my thing is with Passionate, if you listen to her music, is you have to actually listen to the lyrics as to what she's singing about.
Yeah.
Because it is a powerful message in every single song that she has. And I got to say, my favorite, I don't think I should. Should I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Stronger. Stronger is something not just for, just for this generation, that generation. It's for everybody. It's something everybody can listen to. But again, there is a strong message behind what she's actually singing about, or what she's right now. Just explain that to me about the Stronger.
Well, the Stronger song, a lot of my songs, and what a lot of people don't know, they were birthed out of really hard times and adversity. And if you actually listen to the Stronger song, it says, some mornings I would tuck my chin in my chest and take small breaths and cry till there was nothing left. And I used to tell God that I couldn't go much longer, but with every test and trial, he made me stronger. And it meant so much to me. I was actually going through a rough time when I wrote that song, and it was a way to encourage myself and to tell myself I shall live and not die, to tell myself I shall be made strong no matter what I've been through, because I felt like I hit a real bad point in my life when I thought I was at a certain point in my career and everything came crumbling down. So I felt like, oh my God, this is it for me. I had a one-shot chance to like really take on the world, and I just sabotaged that chance. And I was like, you know what? This is not the end of the world. I took my pen out, I took my pad out, and I penned Stronger. I remember I was on the porch and I was singing, and I was like, I gotta get the words through this. It was coming to me, but the words wouldn't come out. And I was like, well, I can go a little bit faster now. I can go a little bit harder now. This is going to make me stronger for the next time I have an opportunity. I didn't allow what I went through to just like take away my second breath and my second chance. And that's how I penned Stronger, and it's been one of my greatest songs and greatest hits, and it was birthed out of all of that adversity.
Yeah, I love Stronger, but I'm about to disagree with Terrence. My favorite song is actually on the Surrender soundtrack, Lord, You Are My Shepherd. I love that song. And now tell us about that. Where did that come from? I know I've heard this story several times. I just want you to tell the audience real quick where that came from, and like how did that come about? Because that's such a powerful song. It's so simple, but it's so powerful at the same time.
Lord, You're My Shepherd. I was staying in Florida at the time, my big move. And I was down there, and I was like, you know what? I really want a song straight biblical. And one day I was like, me and my daughter pray the 23rd Psalm every night. So I was like, maybe I could just play around with the 23rd Psalm. And I was sitting there and I was just strumming, and it just came. I just was singing and singing, and it came. And it turned out to be a beautiful song. It was nothing I was going through. I was like, but when I got finished with it, I realized I needed the song. And it was, that's how you go.
A lot of people always ask me about that song. I know it's like 4 or 5 years later, but we're going to say it right now. We're going to do a video to that song still. Okay, I think we should still do that because it's such a beautiful song, and it's still relevant because at the end of the day, God is who we have.
Yeah.
And it's who we need. You know what I'm saying? It's let me stop.
But that's beautiful, like, to say some years later that you still want to make a video about a song, and that just shows the substance and how much you put into your music, because so many people make music for today. Snap music, rap music, this happening. Let me just rap about what happened yesterday, and it's no longer relevant a week from now. But when you have something that's of substance, something like Lauryn Hill or, Erykah Badu or any gospel singer that you can really just go back and pull into it and feel like you're there in that moment, that is something that's really beautiful. I remember listening to your CD and saying, I can actually listen to this and relate to it months from now. Same thing with Shawty P, same thing with a lot of people that we have here on the show. And with that being said, where do you get your inspiration to make substantial music?
Just life, man. Like, just being real with myself, being transparent to others, and just life. A lot of times I think artists just take what's trending and with the current trends and things like that. Okay, they're talking about shoes today, so I'm gonna rap about these shoes. They're talking about this, but people need something to get them through life, and those shoes and those materialistic things aren't going to get you through life, because at the end of the day you'll have that money, but then you'll go to bed at night and have no peace of mind. So I was like, okay, let's talk about life, and that's what I deal with on a consistent basis, and that is what is behind my music, life, period.
Now there's another thing you do normally when you go out and perform. There's another piece that you do called Wake Up Nation. I love that too. And I've heard this.
That's my first piece.
Yeah, and I've heard this story several times too. But I want Tamika to hear it, and Terrence. Like, because you faced adversity with that song. Like, a lot of people tell you not to perform it and stuff like that. Yeah, so tell us about Wake Up Nation, where that came from, the adversity, all that stuff.
And like I was telling you, my friend gave me the CD with the mix of the singing and the poetry. And I was like, man, I think this is really dope. So I took some things that I was going through and I put it, with the song, and I, kind of got prophetic with it. Like, y'all wake up. Things are going on in the earth. Y'all need to wake up, because soon God come back and y'all ain't gonna be ready. So basically, that's how that song goes. And I was spitting the song fast. It was meant to be a song based on skill and poetic style, because like I told you, I'm a poet, I'm a lyricist. So we would go to sultry sounds and like compete with speed, compete with substance and different stuff like that. And so the song goes real fast, and if you're really a lyricist, you're not gonna catch it. And I guess everybody wanted to digest the song, like go a little bit slower. And I was like, okay. Then I had some people like, just don't do the song no more. Nobody wants to hear a song like that. And I was like, that was my first song. That's what opened the doors up for me. So why would you come in and tell me to change? And a lot of artists face that. They go out in the world and people want to take this off of them, take this, don't do this, don't do that, be this, be commercialized, be this. And I believe it takes away from the authenticity of who they are. Once they cross a certain line and people want to doll them up and do all this, but they forgot that it was the first thing that got their attention to bring them out. And I believe a lot of people, if you leave them alone, and a lot of artists leave them alone in their authenticity type of stage, that you'll get more out of them, such as like Alicia Keys. Her producer left her alone, and look where she is now. Because she was able to stay authentic.
Right. Right. Exactly. Now, speaking of Stronger, I know we talked about it earlier, but you have a tour that you're doing, the Stronger Tour. Yes, and it's starting, starting this weekend. Tell us all about the Stronger Tour, what it's about, and what can we expect from it.
It's actually a women's panel. Is spearheaded by Kimberly Isis Thomas, and she wanted to get the women together to educate women on relationships, societal pressure, just everything, school, education, health issues, current issues, and we're going to be on the panel giving advice to women to strengthen women and to build better bonds within the sisterhood, to keep us from being catty with each other and competing against one another. And it's going to be like a educating forum and panel. We got some VIP panelists coming in, like different key figures in the community. And I'm excited about that.
So for the people that are here actually in Augusta, in the CSR area, where is it? When is it? How much is it? Tell us all that information.
Okay, for college students, it's free. Just go on IHearThatGirl.com website and print your ticket out and bring your ID. It is free. We have a special going on now. The tickets are $20. You can get one free for a friend. So basically, that's how much it is and what's going on. It's $20.
And where is it?
One free. It's at the Crop Center.
Okay.
Crop Center.
What's the age range for that?
It's really not an age range, but if I had to put an age on it, it's probably like 15 up, 14 up, something like that.
Okay.
Cool. Well, definitely, y'all, if you're in Augusta, if you're here on Saturday, definitely come out, check out the Stronger Tour, panel discussion, women empowerment at the Croc Center on Broad Street. You guys are not going to want to miss it. What time is it?
It starts at noon.
Okay, it starts at noon. Yes, definitely. Come out. Go to IHearThatGirl.com for more information. You guys are definitely going to be blessed by it. Something we need more things like this in the community. I think it's very important what you guys are doing. Men, let's step up. Let's do a men's empowerment. I think that's important too.
It is,
because if we don't have our brothers come together and be the men in the community that we really need to be, then the society is not going to change.
I think Clutch and Pompey, they're trying to get like a relationship forum going for the men. So
that's good.
I think that's pretty good.
That's good, because like I said, we as men have to step up. Women have to learn how to love themselves and do better, and also we have to teach the next generation, because if we don't teach our sons and daughters, they're gonna just repeat the same cycle that we're doing.
Right.
So
that's right.
I think that's very important what you're doing. I applaud you and your team and everything you're doing, and continue the music. When is new music coming out? Chashawna, Wesby. I know you got the strong guitar, but we need some music. I'm gonna call you Shotty P. Jr. in a minute.
Oh Lord. Well, I'm trying to get a female band together.
Okay.
That's in the works now. I have something I'm working on, but I gotta jump in the studio to get it together.
Awesome. I can't wait. I'm excited. Chashawna is actually jumping on board. I told you guys she's an actress. She's going to be a part of a new cast of A Woman's Work, my new play that we're doing. So I'm excited about that. And we're just moving forward, man. I'm excited for everybody as everybody is growing and evolving. And this is such a great thing. It's a beautiful thing to see. So it's awesome.
And I'm going to
be a background dancer.
Okay. Don't sleep on my skills.
Background dancer for a play.
Yes. When the music come on and the set is changing, I'm the one that walk across that stage and start dancing.
Wow.
That'd be hot. That's a good idea.
For real.
Chashawna, stop. Go on ahead, please.
Hey.
All right, y'all. Well, Passionate, we are going to let you. Of course, we have the Stronger video for you guys. So, Passionate, we're going to have you look right here in the camera, and you're going to throw it to your video and go to break.
Hi, I'm Passionate, and I want you guys to check out my Stronger music video. I hope you're blessed by it, and I hope it encourages you to break.
I'm stronger.
I am stronger.
I am stronger.
I am stronger.
So much pain, so many heartaches, so many lies to my face, so many people to walk away, so many words that I didn't say, so much rejection, a lot of pain, so much hurt and a lot of rain, so many tears on my face. Never knew life could be this way. Some mornings I would tuck my chin in my chest, take small breaths and cry till there was nothing left. I used to tell God that I couldn't go much longer, but with every test and trial He made me stronger. Now I'm stronger. Now I push a little bit harder. I won't quit, I'm going further. Can't stop now, no. I'm stronger. Now I run a little bit faster, holding on to the master. I won't quit, no. I'm stronger. So much trouble on every side, so many nights where I had to cry. So many thoughts like I'm gonna die. So I got myself ready to say goodbye. So many people had it out for me. So many friends created agony. So much doubt made it hard to breathe, that I closed my eyes so I couldn't see. Some mornings I would tuck my chin in my chest, take small breaths and cry till there was nothing left. I used to tell God that I couldn't go much longer, but with every test and trial He made me stronger. Now I'm stronger. Now I push a little bit harder. I won't quit, I'm going further. Can't stop now. No, 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 no. I'm stronger. Now I'm running a little bit faster. Holding on to the master. I won't quit, no, 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 no. I'm stronger. You shall live and not die. Running this race is hard, but the effort's worth the try. Stick to your guns and don't give in to the lies that you're insignificant. Your value in life is worth a lot. Beneath the weights of life, you push and strain for a goal to obtain. And if you persist, you get strength to maintain. But it's a known fact, the more you train, and if you hang in there a little longer, that every push will only make you stronger. I'm strong. I'm strong. Now I'm pushing a little bit harder. I'm pushing. I won't stop now. No, 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 no. I'm strong. I'm stronger. I'm running on to the last. I'm holding on. No, 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 no. I'm stronger. I'm running. I'm pushing. I won't stop now. No, 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 no.
All right, and that was Passionate, Stronger. Yes, that was beautiful. Thank you so much to Passionate for stopping by and joining us to talk about our Stronger Tour. Definitely something important. We need more things like that in our community and more things like that around the world.
Yes. Real sorority sisters. Just saying.
Do we always have to go there?
Yep.
Do we always
Sure
have to,
do.
you already got your show canceled.
All I'm
So
saying
I'm just saying, you don't have to go there.
When somebody's doing something positive, they don't have to always show their letters and show all their stuff to say they're doing something positive. But I am going to say it because it's very positive. She is a mother. She is a role model. She is a singer, actress, poetess, all this stuff. And she didn't make a fool out of herself doing it.
Beautiful. Thank you for your soapbox lesson sermon to
You're
Mika
welcome.
Lampkin.
Shine light, not shade.
Next subject of Karlton Says Live. We're going to talk about, because we talked about one rapper earlier, we talked about J. Cole. Now we're talking about another rapper, 2 Chainz. Now, he's not necessarily in the same category as J. Cole, but he's doing something that he thinks is going to help his hometown. He wants to run for mayor of College Park.
Okay, here's the thing. People are saying he wants to run for mayor. What he technically said is that the community wants him to run because, you know, he has a degree and, you know, he is intelligent, even though he tries to pretend that he's not, for the social norms of rap music. And a lot of people are saying that he can do greater good in his community because he grew up there. You know, sometimes when you're from the streets and you know the police and you know the people there and you know Tom Joe on the corner, you can make better decisions than the politician that's sitting up in Washington that could care less. They just want to shelf in the money. So with that being said, back to being a mockery, I feel like if he's going to make a mockery out of the situation, he shouldn't do it at all. But I feel like sometimes you can try to run for those political offices, and maybe he will turn himself around and he can turn the community around.
Here's the direct quote. I'll read it from blackenterprise.com. This is what 2 Chainz said in an interview. I'm a musician, not a politician. I'm supposed to be running for mayor in College Park. I got everybody wishing. Sound like he's trying to rhyme. I'm really going to do this little mayor thing in College Park. I'm just trying to make sure I have the right qualifications. First off, I have an issue with you saying this little mayor thing. Like, if you are going, like you said, if you're going to do it, please take it seriously, because at the end of the day, this is a position of power, and at the end of the day, you can make decisions that affect people's lives. So I hope if he is going to do it, not trying to discourage his brother, but if he's really going to do it, take it seriously. But if it's a joke, then I just need you to fall back.
I feel like he's not going to do it because, number one, you can't pass the drug test requirement. No.
Did he get arrested?
No.
Did he get arrested for that?
He didn't get arrested. His security guard got arrested, and the security guard got off without any charges because technically, like he was saying on, what's that show?
Nancy Grace.
On Nancy Grace, he was basically saying, if you pull my car over and they say, hey, you had the weed, and I say no, and the security guard say, I had the weed, and then I paid to get him off, nobody wins.
Well, and I want to go back to what you were saying about, like, trying to, he's an intelligent man, but you're acting like you're not intelligent because you're trying to make money and continue. Why is that, though? Why do we do that? Why is it really bad to be smart?
I don't know.
I remember when I was younger. You know, I'm not bragging, but when I was younger, I was smart. When I was in elementary school, you know, I always had the highest grades. I finished my work early, blah blah. But I used to get picked on for that. You know, so of course, when I got into middle school, I dumbed myself down a little bit so I could fit in. You know, and I wish I wouldn't have done that. Now, as an adult, looking back, I'm like, you know what, Karlton, you should have been who you were. And you know, who knows? I mean, I know I'm where I'm supposed to be now because God ordained my steps. But just you always try to think, well, what if I would have done this, right, and where would I be today? You know, situations. But with this, I feel like with people like 2 Chainz and Plies, because Plies is very intelligent. Apparently, I feel like if people would really be who they are, then I think our community would be better. And you know, a lot of these artists try to say, well, I decided to be a role model. I'm just doing my music. I'm just da-da-da. But you are a role model. Even though you don't want to be one, you are. People are looking up to you. I understand it's the parents' job to raise their kids, but let's be realistic. Children watch videos, they listen to your music, they watch you on TV, they see all this stuff, so they're looking at you, and a lot of them want to be like you. So at the end of the day, I feel like rap is your responsibility. I feel like what's the problem with being who you are? If you're a smart, educated African-American man, that's a great thing. Be proud of that and be who you are, because I think that'll inspire more of our boys to do well in school, not behave like they're crazy, like they ain't got no home training, and want to aspire to make good grades. A lot of kids, there are a lot of smart kids. I feel there are a lot of smart kids who can do better in their class, but because it's not cool to be smart and it's not cool to do well and get an education, they don't want to. And I feel like if the rappers would, I feel like not just rappers, but even actors too. I think people that have some type of authority or some type of influence, I feel like if they were to step up to the plate and just really be who they are, I feel like our world would be so much better.
I agree. I was watching an interview on News One Now on Centric, and it's like a newscast, all black newscast, and I was listening to how rappers and artists say, well, you know, we're portraying a character. It's entertainment. And then I can't remember who it was that was a rapper, but it was like, how is it fair for Olivia Pope to be a married woman but portray a mistress, or for, you know, Gabrielle Union to be upset because her man's straight but she's sleeping with a man on TV. But if I'm acting out for entertainment and for my money purposes, but I'm actually real intelligent, you feel like I'm copping out or I'm flaking. So what's the difference?
There's two different things. I feel like when there's a difference between acting and music. Your music is supposed to represent who you are. Music is like music is who you are, where you come from, what you've been through, what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That music is supposed to represent what's inside of here. When you're acting, there's a writer writing scenes. There's a writer putting these characters together. You're portraying someone else. So if you want to be about your music and say you're acting, if that's what you want to call it, that's to me, that's fraudulent. And to me, that's not real life. Like, so that means tell me that you're really not about that life.
But it goes back to what Passionate was saying earlier, when people come into your life and try to dumb down your music and try to whitewash it and try to water it down and make it something that it's not. When you get a certain amount of dollar bills thrown in your face and you've been trying for so long, like 2 Chainz is 40 something, you've been trying for so long and then somebody finally puts you on, but they say you gotta act this way. You can't talk like you was with Goody Mob. You have to talk like this. I want you to speak this way. I want you to act this way. And this character is making millions and millions of dollars. This is what happens. It's for the love of money now, and it's not about the entertainment, or it's not about the substance, or it's not about who you're reaching out to. Sadly enough, that is the case. But if he's feeding his kids and feeding his family, he's not going to stop doing it.
Well, I understand that.
But he shouldn't run for mayor if you're out here making a mockery of yourself as well.
I understand that point, but it's like it's got to get to a point where you have to live with yourself.
But it starts with us, though. It starts with us, and it starts with you saying, no, I'm going to make my music the way I want to make it. And who's to say he didn't want to be that? Just like Nicki Minaj, when she first came out, y'all already know she had 8 different people in her head. And now that she's made it, she can become herself. She's taking the weave out. She's not being as boisterous as she was before. It's really sad when you have to use gimmicks to get put on.
So, okay.
Especially in the African American community, you have to use a gimmick in order for someone to recognize you.
So with that comparison, 2 Chainz is now established now. So why can't he be who he really is?
He's probably comfortable with what he's doing.
But then that's a problem.
It is a problem, but it has to start with him. It is a problem. Same thing with Plies. Plies is so educated. If you YouTube when he went to court, I forgot what he went to court for, but if you YouTube when he went to court, the words that he was using $10 words, y'all. He was eloquent. He was poised. He was on that stand. He was speaking very, very well. And then he get off and he make these Vine YouTube videos, and you can barely understand what he's saying. And he's calling people out their names, and he's saying crazy stuff, and people have gimmicks. Plies, nobody cared about Plies until Plies started making those stupid videos. You hadn't heard anything from this man until he started making those videos, which saddens me, because he should have been out there in Selma, March, or he should have been out there in Ferguson, or he should have been on Washington, D.C. on the steps of the White House. But instead, you're in your kitchen making foolish videos all day long so that you can get some recognition.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say I'm coming down on musicians. I'm definitely not. But I just think it got to be a standard. There has to be a standard set, and I think at the end of the day, we have to stop thinking about ourselves. Again, go back to mindset. Stop thinking about ourselves and start thinking about the generation that's after us, because we have people, little ones who are under us, who are going to eventually become our age. And you can't expect them to do better if they don't know better.
Right.
We have to lead by example. We can't keep saying, do this, do this, do this, do this, but we're not doing it.
And speaking of that, me being in the DJ business, and I have to be the first one to confess, because when I first got started, I felt like, I wasn't getting that recognition, and I wasn't getting that, that skill set that I needed, because I had people just looking down on me, he ain't this and he ain't that. But then I became, in a sense, for about 2 years, I became a bad boy in the industry, and I kind of yelled at people, kind of started stuff, and everybody wanted the drama. And for a minute, I fed off of that, and that's where I felt like I could get my fans from. And then I realized after being getting ill that I was stressing myself out, and I had to really push back and recognize what I was doing, because I was actually working with kids and children in the skating rink, and sometimes, instead of just yelling or screaming at them, sometimes it's just being straight up with them was the way to go, and be nice and cordial to them and show them a better way, as opposed to sitting here and saying you wrong, or discipline really harsh. But I realized that you can give them a second chance, you can give them a third chance, but after that it's a done deal. Not to say just give them up on them for a third chance or so, but again, it comes back to the artist, and me being a DJ, I had to realize I control who I have coming in there. Do I really want this type of group coming in here, or do I want this type of group coming in here? But again, it goes back to what we choose to do, and Karlton is right. We have to make a change as artists in the industry as to what we want our world to be. Not just, hey, I want everybody to be thugged out, gold in the mouth. No, it doesn't have to be that way. Let's find an alternative and make a difference in our community, in our state, in our world.
Right.
So,
yeah.
And that's the problem, because everyone wants a popcorn quick fix. Everyone wants a quick fix. I'm pretty sure if we were on here being ratchet and cursing and having all these rappers on here and naked girls running around and, you know, drugs and all that stuff, then we would be a lot further, faster, but where would it get us in the end?
I want to feel comfortable. I want to feel comfortable
right.
that I want to be happy with the success, because I feel like I compromised who I was and what I'm about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's all about. And it's just all about, do you want a quick fix or do you want something to last?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm all about lasting. I want to last. You know,
you want to be part of it.
Right, exactly. We've been around for 12 years, and I want to be around longer than that and be happy with what we've done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, definitely. Yes, preach your moment.
And on to rapping from 2 Chainz.
Yes, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
Yes, Lil Wayne. He, of course, for people who don't know, he's been in the news because he's unhappy with this label, Cash Money. He's unhappy with Birdman, who he's often called Dad. You know,
Stunned like my daddy.
Stunned like my daddy. I'm sure you've seen him kiss on the mouth a couple of times.
Aww.
So
I don't think they meant to do that. Like, I really think
lies.
You know how sometimes you go,
No, Tamika. They've done it multiple times. They did it on multiple parts. They did it on one picture that was at some wedding.
It's kind of like Hitch when you be like,
No, you can't do it more than one time. I'll give you one. But you did it multiple times, Tamika.
Pineapples, I don't
Anyway, but Lil Wayne is unhappy with his father, and he wants to leave Cash Money because what the backstory is, like I said, Birdman. Lil Wayne has a new album, Card 5, of course, and Birdman does not want to release it, even though Lil Wayne wants to. But Lil Wayne decided to go ahead and release a mixtape. Well, now he's saying that he wants to take Drake and Nicki Minaj away from Cash Money because he feels like he brought them there into Young Money, and he wants to take them with him. He also wants the guy that's over Young Money. I can't think of his name right now, but the guy that's also over Young Money, like who is the president of Young Money, he wants to take him too.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
I'm gonna look it up while we talk, but yeah, he wants to take him away too. So it's kind of like it's like a divorce, some kind of way. And Lil Wayne wants the kids.
Yeah.
He don't want all of them though, because there's more people in Young Money, but he just want to take it to his actually making money. So
I feel like it's very messy. I feel like it goes back to how do you expect for people to respect bonds and respect family and respect units and all this stuff if y'all can't even stay a unit. This is the reason why I was so in love with Master P and the No Limit Soldiers. It didn't matter who went to jail. It don't matter who got locked up. It don't matter who caught the charge. They was all in court together. They was all together. They stayed down together. They still in New Orleans together. I don't care if Master P, I don't care if don't nobody else make no more money. We gonna live off these royalties until it's drip dry gone. I just really feel like this goes back to showing people what you made of, because then it showed y'all was just so cool and free Lil Wayne and oh my goodness and Birdman this just 3 years ago, and now all of a sudden it's a nasty, like you said, a nasty divorce. I think it's really sad. Not only that they're going through that, but also that Birdman does not want to see him expand as a businessman. If you're really family, you really care about this person, and you done got all the money you can out of them, and you want to let them spread their wings and fly out, then he should be happy to say, yes, I'm gonna let you go and I'm gonna let you venture out on your own. We made enough money together. I know you would never want to see me fall. I'm pretty sure Birdman hit rock bottom. Lil Wayne would not let him fall like that. Why can't you be happy for your fellow man?
I agree.
This is the crab in the barrel syndrome.
All of
and
this.
They just grabbing at each other. And like I said, I heard in the interview that Lil Wayne was even saying that Nicki Minaj and Drake don't even really have to go to his label if they're not comfortable with it. He just wants to see them be able to expand without being locked down like he is. And that's commendable to me because, you know, knowing their backgrounds and where they came from, they worked really hard. And I really feel like they deserve that chance. And, you know, like we were talking about shelf life and all that stuff. I didn't know you can hold someone under a contract and hold their CD so you can continue to make money off of the stuff they've done before.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. And it's so unfortunate. And it's very selfish.
It is.
Like if I'm unhappy in my situation, you should love me enough. Especially we call each other family.
Right.
You should love me enough to let me go.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like our parents have to let us go because they love us a lot, but at the end of the day, they know we have to experience life for ourselves. So they have to let us go free. And I feel like it's the same thing. If Lil Wayne's not happy, let him bounce. I mean, I don't understand. I guess Lil Wayne is that much money pot for Cash Money, because if Lil Wayne leaves, I mean, what's up with Cash Money? They don't have anything else.
I mean, Lil Wayne is it. They don't have, what was his name? Juvenile.
Juvenile. Yeah.
Juvenile's trying, but I mean, he's not Lil Wayne.
But I mean, let's be real. This is not the 99 early 2000s anymore. That's what was back that thing up.
Juvenile crashed after Lil Wayne did that one little wowity, dropping like that was it for the rest of the Cash Money crew. I was like, oh my God.
Well, the name of the
who is he? Give it to him.
The name of the person I was talking about was Mac Main. He is he's a Young Money artist, but he's also the label's president. So he also wants him. And according to TMZ, Lil Wayne also wants Christina Milian and Lil Twist. Why you look like that? Christina Milian is part of Young Money.
How much you paying for her?
I don't know.
She can stay.
They don't say here.
They can still date. She can stay.
You don't want it below part 2?
I'm good. Now, if she wrote a $1,000 check to a school, I will understand why.
You tried it.
I did not.
You tried.
Not shade, but shining light. But I can understand when you want to bring his old lady. You know, you moving somewhere, you want to take your old lady with you. I get that. I understand that. And Lil Twist, y'all. What song that baby had?
I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, he was on Bad Rock.
They always on Bad Rock.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know.
What happened to Tiger?
Tiger left. Tiger bounced.
Oh, he gone from Cash Money?
Yeah, he gone. He been saying he was unhappy. I read an article about that like a few weeks ago. He was like, he was unhappy. You know, he cool with Lil Wayne because Lil Wayne, he's the one that respects Lil Wayne. But he came out saying that they all don't. This is how really all this.
Not release his music.
They don't want to release his music. This is really how all this kind of started. Because Tiger actually came out in an interview saying, you know, Drake, they all fake. We not really family. I'm not jiggy with Drake like that. Nicki Minaj and Drake don't really get along like that. You know, so one person I really respect at that level is Lil Wayne, and that's one person I really kind of roll with. He got out. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Tiger is gone.
Well.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess this is all true. And I think Birdman needs to reevaluate how he's running his business. This is like P Diddy all over again. You notice how when P Diddy come out with stuff, like he'll come out with a band or artist, and then he'll
on stage with him, he in a video.
But here's the thing.
Source of voice.
Here's the thing. He'll have their album will come out, and then P Diddy album will come out. He'll promote his album over his groups.
Like Danny Kane album drop, you didn't even let the album be out a week before you took down from Danny Kane and made your little group.
The Dirty Money.
Dirty Money.
Yeah.
Dang, Diddy.
Yeah, it's we gotta do better as businessmen.
It's the same thing with Omarion. You know, they're not releasing his album. They want Omarion. They're saying that Maybach just wants Omarion to be able to sing songs and lyrics and stuff for the rapper songs. They really don't want him to expand on his music.
So is that why he had to cast a little bit about Hollywood? That's why he had to do the reality show.
His album been done for a year and a half.
Oh.
Sadly.
That's kind of sad. Well, maybe B2K should just get back together.
Maybe not. Omarion is great by himself. He really is.
B2K and Nick Cannon.
All right.
Please don't make me go black.
All right, well, that's it. We are out of time, folks. Thank y'all so much. I'm checking my phone. Yes, we are out of time. We're done. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Karlton Says Live. Thank you to Passionate once again for joining us on today. Definitely hit us up on Facebook, like the Karlton Says page. Hit me up on Twitter, Karlton T. Clay. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Let us know, talk to us. What do you think about the show? What do you think about our guests? What do you think about the music? We love to hear from you. Let us know who you want us to put on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Ideas of what you want us to talk about.
Exactly. And if you out there are artist or actor, actress, whatever you do, and if you want your talents to be highlighted here, we would love to promote you. We want to keep it positive, though.
Keep it clean.
Exactly.
Don't send us, just send us a clean version. If we can't play it on the radio, we can't play it on here.
You said that, and you did that. And with that said, we're done. Thank y'all so much. Y'all be blessed. See y'all next week.
Next week?
Yes, sir.